Good morning, or whatever time you're watching this. I wanted to make a video with some of my, I guess we would call them keystone habits. So I like to start my day with a big cup of water, coffee, but most importantly, my time with God. This is my meditation, quiet start to my day. It is probably the best part of my day, and I don't do it out of a sense of obligation, but it just fills me up. So you're going to notice that I try to start my day with some of the key areas in life: mental, spiritual, physical, emotional. They kind of all need a fill up each day, and I love to start my day that way. I do get up early, I go to bed early, but you work it out however it is for you. But this is my time. I love to read the Bible, journal, just spend some time quietly before the world comes in and demands things or diverts my attention. So I encourage you to do the same. Okay, what category would you put this in? I consider it a little emotional, a little mental, I suppose. When things are in order and I've taken care of things, it does give me a sense of mental, emotional peace. And I think that there's a lot to jam into a day, and you may or may not make your bed. Doesn't matter if it doesn't affect you, but I notice this one small habit that I start my day with does give me a sense of okay, let's go. So I do consider this to be part of one of my habits that serves me. And I think that's a good thing for everyone to consider for themselves. Now I'm preparing for physical. So this is my gym clothes for today. And I love to work out in the morning. I am not as energetic later in the day. So we're going to grab a nice cold water and headphones and out the door and on to the gym. Come along with me. Depending on how busy my day is, I will sometimes read for continuing education while I'm on the bike.
Thank you.
And don't forget to smell the flowers, or notice the palm trees in this case. Okay, we are making a smoothie, so here's some more physical. I love starting a day with greens and some vegetables and a little bit of fruit, protein. And now I am getting ready for the day. And so I will be fairly quiet through this, but again, going back to what I started the video with, thinking about where do you spend some time to fill up your emotional and mental needs? Where do you fill up your spiritual needs? What about your physical? And these things don't have to take a lot of time. Some days I really only read for a few minutes. Some days I only am able to squeeze a walk in and I can't get to the gym. You know, we don't need to compare, but just pay attention to some of those keystone habits. And even if they're small, they're still coins in the piggy bank, right? So I still think that anything that you take the time to put in that is healthy for you, there is going to be some dividend. So think about those areas and how they might be something you can work into your life. Here's a little more mental. So I am doing some of my planning, organizing, scheduling, and that does give me a big mental relief, because trying to hold all of that stuff in your head is just not good. It is hard to maintain when you keep things in your head. So again, another aspect of Keystone Habit is organizing and planning, and remembering to go back and look at what you've written down, whether you use an app or I like paper. And those things, as you do them more often, start to give you a little more ability to look ahead, not just kind of get through every moment. And what I notice is that it really does help me to escape that trap of falling into mindless activities. I'm glad that you're here. I'm not telling you not to be on social media, but we all have to watch how much we allow in and what kind of content, what things actually build us up, what things kind of take us down the drain. So I hope that you're paying attention to all that stuff for your own mental health. So it turns out that today one of my zones is cleaning my closet. Now, I did some live stream cleaning of my closet with my Patreon crowd, and I am having a longer video of this portion on Patreon, but I do really love to zone clean. I think it just keeps you from feeling so overwhelmed when there's so much to clean. So even though I don't zone clean every day, if I do have time, I just try to focus on one room of the house, just work on that. Okay, quite a bit other things have happened in this day, but I am bringing you for the end of my day. So I like to spend the end of my day how I started my day: quiet, reading, praying, reflecting. This is something that I am challenged to do. I find that I am busy up until the time I go to bed, and I am trying very hard to make a habit of doing this more regularly and not setting myself up for an unreasonable or unrealistic time frame. So even if it's 5 minutes, I feel like that's somewhere that I can start and try to kind of quiet the mind at the end of the day. I love how we can just redirect our thinking, refocus, and I love how my relationship with God restores me, and that means the world to me. So I hope that you will consider some of these keystone habits in your own life. How are you taking care of your physical, mental, emotional, psychological, spiritual? Thanks so much for coming along with me today. I hope that you have a beautiful On Fire day.